Yeah, and Kelly, as you mentioned, it's not really the only place. We've had other flooding in spots like St. Louis, too. Along with the cleanup of homes, we saw a lot of these vehicles, cars, trucks stranded in streets. Where the water's gone, the mess, well, it sticks around, Kelly.
Yeah, it's a huge mess. It's an expensive mess, too, not just for our homes, but for our vehicles as well. Now, just because the water is gone, in some cases, that doesn't mean any problems with the car are gone with it.
I wish we had an expert with us, someone who knew what, hey, we do, the best. We've got the car coach, Lauren Fix, with us, who's joined us now with some practical information for car owners. Lauren, we're so happy to have you with us. And you've seen the pictures of the cars and the trucks and the floodwaters. Okay, people drive into the water or the water comes to them. What happens to a car once it's flooded, and does it matter if the car was being driven or if it was parked when it occurred?
Well, the thing is with the water is how high the water level gets. Remember, it takes a foot of water for your vehicle to float. That's not a lot. I mean, thinking about if you have a big truck or an SUV, you're thinking a foot of water is not a lot, but it is. And once the water gets above that line and starts reaching where the computers are stored, which is where you sit in your car, so where that sill is when you open your door, if water starts to pour in there, water is sitting in there, that's going to be a problem whether you're driving or whether a car is parked, because water and computers, as we all know, do not like each other. Electricity and water are not a good thing. Now think about all these electric cars. You get an EV, same type of thing. This is going to be a very expensive repair. In many cases, it's a total for the vehicle because of the cost of repairing all these parts and trying to locate these parts with the shortage of parts that we have will leave you without a vehicle. And it's really dangerous to try and go out there and say, I'm just going to start the car and see what happens. You could be finding yourself with more damage to the vehicle. So you don't want to do that. You want to get it towed away.
Yeah, I think I saw a video of an electric car going up in flames when it was actually flooded. So there's that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, and what do we do if our car is flooded, Lauren?
So if your car is flooded, the first thing you want to do before you do anything is call your insurance company. See if you have coverage. If you do, and again, every state has their own insurance regulations and based on where you live, and there's so many other factors. If they say, hey, it's covered, get it towed, they'll take it to an insurance location, they'll evaluate it and tell you whether they're going to cover it or what the situation is, or is it repairable. In a case where you don't have insurance coverage, which happened a lot down in New Orleans, we had Katrina and Rita, if you remember that, there was a lot of cars that didn't have that type of coverage because of the state it was located in. In that case, the vehicle might be repairable, but keep in mind, if you've got a flooded vehicle, what happens is airbags and all those safety features typically don't work. The vehicle can stop while you're driving down the street. Anything can happen. So to just air out the car and thinking, it's good, we'll just drive it, you could find yourself in a very unsafe situation, especially if you're on a highway or if you're in an accident and the safety features don't work. Again, any car that's been in a flood voids the warranty from the factory.
Lauren, super fast. In this shaky economy, is it worth spending the money to get it replaced or get it fixed, or do you just want to replace it altogether if possible?
Well, in most cases, when the water level is higher than the sill, as I say, where the water starts to come into the vehicle, the car is pretty much trash. Salvage yard will be happy to have that because the parts can be used for other cars as donor parts. But for the average person, I would say if you've got that kind of flood and you don't have insurance company, find us either take it to the salvage yards, get as much money as you can for it. Don't try to sell it because it can be illegal in many states to sell flood damaged cars.
And I know, Lauren, you would agree. Always get your car inspected if you're looking to buy one. All right, Lauren Fix, thank you so much for being with us today, and hopefully those cars will run smoothly.
Indeed. Thanks so much.